Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making one of my favorite kale salads with a delicious lemon dill dressing. So if you guys are interested in finding out how to make this delicious recipe, then just keep watching. You will need some bell peppers, cherry tomatoes, some sprouts, I'm using sunflower ones, and of course some kale. I'm just using some regular green leafy kale, and this is kind of an overview of everything you'll need. First, you'll want to, of course, rinse your kale very well, especially if you're using organic. Sometimes you get little bugs on there. You want to make sure that they're off. So I'm just going to de-stem my kale. I'm just kind of showing a close-up. I simply just kind of glide along the stem and pull off the leafy part, and this makes sure that it's easier to kind of digest, especially since we're kind of eating it raw in this recipe. And I'm going to want to tenderize my kale by massaging it. I'm adding a tablespoon of olive oil to this kale and a little bit of high quality sea salt, and it kind of just, I'm using my hands, and you're going to kind of just help the kale just kind of break down a little bit. It makes it tender and soft, and we're doing this in the beginning before we make our dressing, so that way it has some time to sit and kind of marinate in the juices before we actually put it in our salad and eat it. So I'm just going to prepare the veggies that are going to go into the salad. Here I have bell pepper. I'm using half of a yellow, and then I'm going to use half of a red. Mainly I just love red and yellow, and the colors look really nice. You can use green. I prefer the yellow and red in raw recipes like this one, but you can definitely just use whatever you like, and you can use more or less, whatever you have on hand. Next, I'm going to take my cherry tomatoes, and I just like to kind of slice them in half. By all means, if you're in a rush and you don't have time, you can just throw in the cherries whole into your salad. That works too. And then we're going to make our delicious lemon dill dressing. This has been one of my favorites. Of course, you'll need some fresh dill, some lemon, some filtered water, and then of course some tahini, which is pretty much a sesame butter. So first I'm just going to cut open my lemon here, and I'm just using half for this recipe, and I'm loving this juicer, lemon juicer that I got. I will link it down below if you guys want to purchase one. I think it was like they're pretty cheap, under $10 for sure, and it takes all the juice out of your lemon, which is great. This is great for your morning lemon water as well. Next, I'm taking my tahini, and I'm just going to take a nice big tablespoon and plop that right into the lemon juice, and then I'm just going to take off. I'm de-stemming my dill pretty much like I did my kale, and I like to put a lot, and that way the flavors can kind of marinate together, but you can definitely just put a little bit if you just want a slight dill taste, but the dill goes really well with the lemon and the tahini. I'm using this mini whisk here, and I'm just going to mix everything together. You'll notice that it looks like it doesn't really combine well at the beginning, but once you add a little bit of water, it just kind of makes everything super creamy, and it looks like it's a mayo-based dressing, but it's not. It's completely dairy-free, and it's delicious, and the longer it sits, the better it tastes. So this is my kale after it's sat and marinated, after I massaged it, and as you can see, it just looks a little bit more broken down and more delicious. And I'm just going to start topping on my ingredients. So I'm using the bell peppers here, different colors, and the cherry tomatoes, and I just love to eat different colors of the rainbow. I just think it makes everything look and taste even better. And then I'm just going to top it off with my sunflower sprouts, which I mentioned in my September favorites video. Love these. They're so buttery and delicious, and that's the salad before we're going to dress it. Next, you're just going to pour your dressing right over top. You can put this on beforehand and then take it to work because the kale won't go soggy from the dressing, which is great. You can prepare it beforehand. And I just love this salad. It's been one of my favorites, my go-tos, and I even Instagrammed it recently, and everyone seemed to have loved it and wanted the recipe. So here it is. Hope you guys enjoy it. And before you go, don't forget to check out my last video, which was my September favorites. And if you click on the right, you can also check out my live demo and just how I used my spiralizer to make zoodles, which are zucchini noodles. It was a lot of fun, so be sure to check those videos out as well. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!